Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Break Senpai. This is episode 6 of the Coffee Break Senpai podcast. Welcome. Let's get into this. Nothing much really planned to say. There's just a few things I want to get off my mind. And then we'll maybe look at 3 things I found on the Anime News Network, which I found are quite interesting. So, first things first is that I was recently on holiday in Dubai. Dubai is amazing. It's really good. It's the service, the environment, everything was just top notch. And you know what? It's a lot cheaper than London. Like, Dubai is not cheap, but it's cheaper than London. Because London is prices are getting higher in London every year. It's ridiculous. But you know what? I really enjoyed Dubai. Relaxing, sleeping. If you go there, I recommend visiting obviously the typical site, like the Burj Khalifa Tower, and it's really good. And I would recommend paying a bit more extra money just to visit the toppest of the floors. Only if you get that little bit of a lounge where you get some complimentary drinks and food. I do recommend that because it's just you want the full experience. And I also recommend sitting in the restaurant. I think it's called Di Tai Fung. It's a Chinese restaurant, or any of the restaurants around the area outside of the mall in Dubai. And around past, I think 7 o'clock, you'll see water fountains with music getting right up into the sky. It's awesome. They put on a nice little display for you when you're out in the evening, and it's quite relaxing, especially when it's really hot. In the evening, it was around about, what was the temperature? About, I would say around 25 degrees. But the daytime was around 40, which was ridiculous. Apparently it's going to get up to 50, which is just insane. 50 is such a big number. It's really, that temperature is going to be very hot, 50 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, if you use Fahrenheit. But yeah, Dubai was awesome, man. As soon as you get there, you step outside into that pavement, it's like a massive heat wave just whoosh right into your head, and it's just really crazy. And it's just an awesome environment over there. The food is especially incredible. The food is just amazing. And I do recommend not just visiting the what would you say? Yeah, I would recommend not just visiting the mall, the typical mall. I would say, sorry, just trying to find the right angle. This one, should I go DJ look? Hello. Or should I do the full on look? Oh no, let's try this. Yeah, so sorry about that little tangent. Back onto the topic at hand. Dubai Mall, lovely, massive. It would take a while exploring it. It's one of the biggest malls I've ever seen in my life. But however, I do recommend visiting the malls outside of it. Now, I didn't go to the Emirates Mall, but I went to a different mall near. I think it was a 45-minute drive away from the city. But there's another big mall, and it's just really cool. And there's some nice shaved ice, which is lovely. And yeah, there's also a massive supermarket called Dragon Mart, which is an international city, where this international city has each sections, and one of them's China, and you get building China A, 1, 2, 3, 4 different buildings, and there's restaurants, which each country you go to in this international city is what you'll kind of find. And I do recommend visiting. It's not a touristy place, but I do recommend visiting it because you'll see some nice hidden gems there. I saw a nice hot pot restaurant in international city in the China section, because my wife is just Chinese, and it was just amazing. The taste, the flavor, and it's brilliant for Instagram. You'll see if you go there, but it's got Pink Panther statue outside of the shop. It's just overall awesome how they displayed it, make it look really nice. But yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about it really. Like, it wasn't like I didn't manage to do everything there. Like, I spent like 3-4 nights, but it was good. And the hotel was amazing too. That was a W Hotel on the Palm, and I recommend that one because the little beach, and you have these pods which you can relaxing, and when you're looking over you can have cocktails in the pods. You go in the water, relax. Whilst the sun's shining down fiercely, you can go in a bit of the cold water, go in the shade, have a cocktail underneath the pod, but you have to rent it out. So I don't think you pay for it, but it's lovely. It's the best. I'll try to include some photographs actually inside this podcast, just to give you an idea roughly of what it looks like. But overall, any of those who are on the fence about going to Dubai because they think it's too much of a tourism focused destination, don't be. Like, it does have its own culture, and I recommend you just going because... Hey guys, sorry about that delay there. Basically what happened was my camera cut out, so this is recorded a few days after because it took me a while to charge the camera. I recorded the first part, which you'll see a sudden skip when I was talking about Dubai, and my camera ran out of battery even though it's plugged into my computer, and basically I had to recharge it again, and then I got extremely busy with work, so I'm recording again a few days later. And it's Father's Day today. It's only a few days, but I'm going to carry on from that part where I left off. That section I talked about Dubai and how I think the last thing I said was that it had its own culture, and that I recommend you should just go there, whoever's on the fence, to go to Dubai. But that section is now completed. So today we're just going to talk about what my little daughter has got for me from Father's Day, and some of the news stories which I got tabs up on my laptop, ready to show you guys basically. So let's see if everything's perfect. I don't want the same thing happening again basically. So let's have a look. Yes, good. Everything seems to be running fine. Let's begin. So, welcome back, even though you won't feel the difference basically because it would just be skipped onto this part. But yes, mine was Father's Day today. Daughter has given me a few items from nursery on Friday for Father's Day, which is really cute. Obviously she had help because her skill wouldn't be that level yet, but basically she's made me a couple of items. Let me show you. Okay, so first came basically the little envelopes in Happy Father's Day, love Mia, which is my daughter's name. And the first item she gave me was a tie which she helped created, and obviously the message, which was not exactly probably from her, probably what she's feeling, but obviously the teachers made it. But it's sweet nevertheless. You can see it out here. Yeah, very sweet, you know. My little daughter's precious when she's good, when she's well behaved, but yeah, other times than that she's kind of a crazy baby. And she also made me like a flower pot. Ta-da! Cute. It's like a handmade flower. And yeah, those are the few items I was given. And it was very cute, very friendly. And I spent some time today in Cambridge, which was lovely. It was a nice day out. But however, she was very naughty today, my daughter. She kept throwing a bottle on the floor, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. She kept throwing her bottle on the floor, which was just crazy, you know. But yeah, apart from that, it's been lovely. And again, sorry about the little skip there. This will be coming out on Monday. So I will be bringing out a new schedule for my channel, which you'll also have it in the description, but I have it written down, so my schedule will be what I got planned, because I need to keep up consistency, you know. So let me find out. Let me show you what my schedule will be. Basically, my schedule when my phone loads. Okay, here we go. So Mondays will be the podcast, and that is obviously going to be weekly. Tuesdays is nothing. It's probably going to be editing as well. Wednesday will be a review. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to make a review about a manga or something which I've watched. Thursday will be a reaction weekly. I might post other days as well, but that'll be the guaranteed day. And Saturday will be a language episode with me learning languages. That's going to be my schedule coming up. Things may change, but that's what I want to stick by. You know, schedules are important, and it makes you stick by them when you mention them out in public. So that's that. Another thing, now I was going to carry on reading the news, the Anime News Network tabs. I had 3 tabs which I saw the other day, which I was going to read out then, but I'm going to read them out now because they seemed quite interesting. Let's take a look. So Tokyo Avengers celebrates gang formation with posters in Shibuya. And these are some of the posters. They look really lovely. I like the artwork. You see the color scheme, which you'll see in the tab, is this like a really nice green here, nice yellow here. All these really good colors, like strong colors, with a grey background, grey back, and basically it describes. Well, it doesn't describe. It is a really good contrast. It really stands out everything you need to see in these posters, which is lovely. This one's awesome. Like, look at it. It's just the way it really stands out to you. It's really good. And so, I mean, what was the whole point in this anyway? It says like it's Nunz's girlfriend. Okay, just gives a little bit of adaptation to it. Is there a specific reason, was it? Yeah, I guess it was just posters being displayed around stations, which is awesome. You wouldn't really see that in London, so it's nice. Another tab is, let's get rid of this one, which was quite sad. I think this one was Igneo, right? Yeah, the voice actor of Igneo. I think it was, am I correct here? Right, yeah, Igneo, yeah. Basically, Jim White passes away. Very sad. So it's sad when a talented voice actor dies. In fact, both of my tabs are about this. The other one is Billy Kamzat, which is it's really disappointing, you know. These people that died, you know, it's these voice actors are talented voice actors, you know. I mean, the other guy, he was a bit older, so you kind of like, I mean, you're not really surprised. He was 73. It says here, like Jim White. I mean, however, it's always sad when someone passes away, especially when they're like, you know them quite well through the things they've done. So, and it's like, it's quite shocking, especially when it's someone even younger, when they're like 35 and they got the whole life ahead. He could build up a massive career and like even bigger one, in the anime industry. So it's very sad when things like this happen. Like the biggest shock for me that happened, like I think it was last year, was Kentaro Miura. Was it last year? I might get my dates mixed up. Lockdown really messed my head up about dates. Kentaro Miura, when he passed away, it was so sad. Like, but however, the beauty of it was, it's perfect for how Berserk ends in a way. I mean, if they carry on with the artwork, I mean, if the assistants carry on Berserk, it's fine as long as they know the ending. If there wasn't a specific layout for them, or they don't know where he was at all going for, then I don't want them to carry on. However, if they know exactly where he wanted to go with it, then okay, I guess, because they know him quite well. But berserking, Berserk ending was like that with the author passing away. It kind of fits the story very well. you know. But anyone in this sort of industry, which you know quite well, which passes away and shocks you, it leaves an emptiness, especially when it's well known. These like the voice actors, specific like as well, like because you don't always pay attention to voice actors. However, sometimes you look them up and you're like, oh wow, okay. And even if you don't know the voice actor and you never really heard the name, you don't really look into it, when you realize they play one of your favorite characters, it's kind of a sad experience as well. Like you want them to be carrying on doing your favorite characters, voicing perfectly, you know. But I guess things are not always like that. But enough with the downfall. What with the negative aspects of some authors passing away. Voice acting in general was a very hard thing, isn't it? I can imagine it being very hard. I do prefer sub over dub. However, I also do like dub. There's really good dub, especially in the older animes. The dub's really good. However, it's just a different type of acting. However, I never feel most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, I never feel the enthusiasm, I can feel the enthusiasm. I just can't feel the realness in a lot of these characters. In a lot of Japanese voice actors, you can feel the realness coming out of it. But in some of the English ones, some of them are really good, but some of them are like, they're saying the lines with the emotions, but you can't feel them putting the emotions in the emotions, if you know what I'm trying to say. So it's a very hard gig, but it must be intense getting into that industry, you know, because you're really grinding. You're really grinding it out, trying to get into that industry. But what else can we talk about on this podcast? Because I haven't been very long. Like, I'm trying to think for 11 minutes today, and then you got the 9 minutes, I think, from the other episodes. We're probably about 19 minutes in total now. Probably around that time. I'm probably wrong. But let's talk about something which I've been looking at recently. What webtoons have I been reading? Obviously, I go through them all the time. Actually, scratch that. Let's not look at webtoons. Let's look at something else. What should I look at? What should I look at? Should we check out the Anime Newsletter Network again? See if there's anything different. Maybe we could look at some manga coming out this time soon. What manga is coming out? Let's have a look. No, not My Anime News Network. It was MyAnimeList, isn't it? Yeah, MyAnimeList. That should have the manga coming out. Let's have a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Oh, sorry, I'm singing children's songs because I'm a child. Okay, manga coming out. Anything? Seasonal recommendations. Any manga coming out soon? Is there anything coming out? Did they not do seasonal? Are they not doing season? I would have thought they would have done that. Or recommendations or new manga, maybe? 2022 challenge? Is that the new manga coming out? No, not at all. It's a reading challenge. That's not what I want. What do I want? Okay, let's just look at the top manga. Berserk. Of course. Of course Berserk is top manga. Okay. Vagabond. I got the book, but I haven't read it. Monster. Fullmetal Alchemist. Slam Dunk. Grand Blue. Awesome and Pum Pum. I think I got one of them. Vinland Saga. Kingdom. I need to read Kingdom the manga. I really do. It looks amazing. Well, I know it's amazing because I've seen the anime. And the anime of Kingdom, I really like it. It's probably not as good as the manga. But I do love the anime. First season was kind of shaky when it came to animation. But the rest of it is fine. I got used to it. The story was perfect enough for me to deal with the first season. the other seasons are really good. Like the newest one, I really like it. And with Kingdom, the character developments of each character, the action scenes on the front lines and in the politics is really awesome. Like you see a lot of stuff, and it's just a really good show in general. And I can imagine the manga being even better. I just need to basically find somewhere to read it legally because I want to pay for it or something like that, or read it. I wish they had it. Is it shonen? Oh, it's a seinen. Okay. Well, it makes sense why it's a seinen, because it's really good. I'm not saying shonens are bad. However, like, scenens can go a little bit more different direction. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, but I mean, this is a short podcast. Obviously, I do want to create a big one. I really have to create a schedule for my podcasts. So far, I'm posting videos out there and trying to improve the speaking aspects. But yeah, I really need to do a full-on planned out podcast for you guys to appreciate. Because me talking like this might not be the most exciting thing, you know. You might just be watching it because, hey, something to watch. However, yeah, I need to do something a little bit more, plan it out a bit more, make it more entertaining for you guys. Because I know for a fact by looking at this video, the podcasts are the least watchable ones for the viewers on my channel. Even though I'm a new channel, the podcast ones are very low. And I'm to be honest, I expected that, but it doesn't mean I'm not obviously pleased with it, but I expected it because I use in the podcast thing, obviously because I want to bring entertainment through podcasts as well on my channel. However, I expect it's also to improve my speaking level the fastest way on YouTube by just posting me speaking about topics straight away, and I'll improve myself. Always willing to improve and learn. Either that's the way I bring out my enthusiasm on the camera, bring out the speech, what I talk about, keeping your attentions on to me. So that's why I do these podcasts a lot of the time. But I mean, yeah, I need to improve that part, but that's what I'm going to do, and it will improve over time. The beginning ones may not be popular, but they will be soon, hopefully. So far, I do my reaction videos and my other topics, reviews maybe, and other things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode of the podcast, and I love you guys. It's Corporate Nation. My name is Danny. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.